Every time it's on everything, alive, you cheesing, I'm cheddaring. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gon' stop till I rest in peace and they put a hold on my great lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Minus my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200 every time. Know what I'ma run from, I'm that one opponent. You don't want none from manual vet where my strength get pumped from. So let's go back to a child of God, standing toe-to-toe, no hiding out. The Lord is with me, you can't fight the rock, I got the sauce, you want out of high. It's whatever. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength is assassin, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as it is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Look around and call me on my A game, so it's me like the A train. The path that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. I'm by myself, I don't gang bang. When you wanna get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that, I would chest it.
I'm steady chasing, I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna be. I'm making it up, but I won't lose hope. Cause I'm still stuck in my destiny. I'm still stuck in my destiny.
Good afternoon. What up, BFAM 109.6? This is Tea Time with TARAH Live and on air. I am your host, Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics. We believe that you have a voice and it needs to be heard. Please be sure to head over to YouTube and like and subscribe to my page if you're enjoying this show. Share it with somebody. If you are listening live online, be sure to let somebody know. Hey, tune in at 2 p.m. Eastern Time to BFAM 109.6 on YouTube to catch my other show, Tea Time with Tarah Show, where I have guests come on and we talk about what they need along the way to stalking their destiny. If you want to follow me or connect with me on social media, you can head over to Instagram at Stalk Your Destiny Official. You can also go to Facebook and connect with me at Tarah M. Williams. That's TARAH. Again, I am Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Welcome to Tea Time with TARAH Live and on air. All right, y'all. I missed y'all last week, so thanks for tuning in today. If you're catching it live, if you're catching the replay, shout out to my sponsor, though, okay? One of our sponsors on the show is Handy Hicks LLC out of St. Louis, Missouri. One of our faithful supporters, loyal community partner as well. So shout out to Handy Hicks LLC. Also, one of our sponsors is me with Stalk Your Destiny. And if Stalk Your Destiny, we believe that everything you want to become, you already are. So I'm grateful for my sponsors, but let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know how we start every week off with food for thought, our food for thought quote, okay? And our food for thought quote for the day comes from my book, ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny. And this book, it says here, we are coming from the chapter titled Networking, okay? And so our food for thought quote for the day is this. It says, whether you are well prepared or not, networking allows you to learn so much more than just staying in your own bubble. So I'm going to read it again. Whether you are well prepared or not, networking allows you to learn so much more than just staying in your own bubble. Because think about it. What can you learn by not communicating with others? What can you learn? You know, when we go to networking events, I'm an introvert. So I don't know about you all. I'm an introvert, but I can socialize. However, I still get very anxious around networking. I get anxious around cameras, and I'm live and on camera a lot. But you have to come out of your own bubble with networking, and even people who are extroverts. when networking, you just got to be able to engage with people, and relate and connect to new people, and that way you learn more because you're open to what's being offered in the room. Okay. And so when I say whether you're prepared or not, you don't have to be perfect in order to begin to network with people. I think a lot of people struggle with the fact of they feel inadequate, or like they don't belong in places, and that's okay to feel that way. That means you went to a place that you can learn from, and you went to an environment where you can possibly grow, right? And so in that, you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be present. And that's something that you can't just walk in and shy away from. Don't walk into a room, any room, because this doesn't have to be a networking event. This does not have to be an organized situation, right? A lot of people go to bars or just gatherings, anywhere that you go to. If you go to a restaurant, it's an opportunity to network if you're open to being present, to what's happening, what's taking place, and if you're open to being present to yourself, being authentic to you. Okay. And so I guess you don't have to be well prepared, but you should be prepared to be your authentic self. Okay. And also, I guess I would speak to the other side of it is if you're presenting the type of person you want to become, and that's not who you are at this time, but you're working towards that, then that is being yourself as well, because you are projecting your future self. And that's what you're showing and walking in the light of. Now, is that considered faking who you are? No. It's like people say, fake it till you make it. If this is who you're working towards becoming, then be authentic in your journey about that. Then you have something to share in your networking. If people say, oh, well, what brings you here? Or, when they start random conversations with you, then in that you have something to say because you're being true to your authentic self. You're being true to the state that you're in that time, whatever place you're in your life at that time, and your journey. And sharing that journey opens the doors for others to want to connect more with you, which is the whole purpose of networking, is to connect and be able to work together and benefit with and from one another. Okay. So y'all, that is our food for thought quote for the day. Okay. Whether you are well prepared or not, networking, let me read it because I'm going to say it wrong. Networking allows you to learn so much more than just staying in your own bubble. Okay. So that's our food for thought quote for the day from my book, ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny. If you want a copy of this book, as well as a copy of our new devotional that we're starting today, you can visit www.stalkyourdestiny.com. And the devotional that we're studying today, Earthly Branches, the 12-book devotional series, the one we're studying today is focused on harmony. Okay, so that's the subject matter for this one, is harmony. And you can go to www.stalkyourdestiny.com/shop is where you can get the books from. There you can also go back and get the books that we've previously studied, which was New Beginnings, as well as Courage from the Earthly Branches series. Okay, now we're on harmony, and you can get the ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny there as well. So with harmony, we are in week 1 of this. Happy holidays to you all as well. We're in the holiday season for those who celebrate whatever holidays you celebrate. Happy holidays to you. We are going to be reading our daily devotional from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Okay. I may read all of this. I may not. It's pretty short. So we'll just go through it. All right. This says, as for other matters, brothers and sisters, we instructed you how to live in order to please God, as in fact you are living. Now we ask you and urge you in the Lord Jesus to do this more and more, for you know what instructions we gave you by the authority of the Lord Jesus. It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know God, and that in this matter no one should wrong or take advantage of a brother or sister. The Lord will punish all those who commit such sins as we told you and warned you before. For God did not call us to be impure, but to live a holy life. Therefore, anyone who rejects this instruction does not reject a human being, but God, the very God who gives you his Holy Spirit. Before I continue, too, I want to let it be known here that, yes, this is business and Bible basics, but this is not a show for judgment to be placed. This is not a show where I am judging you or punishing you. I'm just reading the word. So if you are convicted by any of the scriptures that I read, please go pray about that. Do not take that out this way. I'm just sharing the scriptures for the topics that God has me to focus on with this show. Whether you agree with it or not is your business. Okay. I just want to put that disclaimer out there for you all listening who may be Bible lovers, may be God lovers, and may, we all stumble. We all have different things that we fall short in, different areas that we fall short in. So this show is not about judging you. In reading the word is not to convict or punish or anything with anyone. Okay. So verse 9 reads, now about your love for one another, we do not need to write to you, for you yourselves have been taught by God to love each other. And in fact, you do love all of God's family throughout Macedonia. Yet we urge you, brothers and sisters, to do so more and more, and make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands, just as we told you, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so that you will not depend on anybody. So I'll stop there. That was 1 Thessalonians 4, okay? And so here, let's see, it says, avoid sexual immorality. What does that mean? Immorality, the state of being wicked. Morality, the distinction between right and wrong or good and bad behavior. Avoid sexual behavior that is not morally acceptable. The daily focus here says, be sure you are understanding of what you read. And the question for the day here says, who are you living to please? Okay. And I'm not going to stay there. Those are just thoughts. Okay. The second one says, live a holy life. Sometimes we live impure lives because we have not learned how to apply the word into our lives. Other times we are simply not ready. So pray about it and ask God for help and guidance. And don't reject God because of lack of self-control. That's the daily focus. Don't reject God because of lack of self-control. And then the question for the day, which is just for you to think about, is why aren't you living a holy life? And I would add too, the Bible tells us, about what does holy mean, or holy living and being righteous mean. But what does that mean, to you? How can you apply what you read to your life in terms of being holy? Okay. The third point here says, make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. This is where I was trying to get to, y'all. You should mind your business and work with your hands, just as we told you, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so you will not be dependent on anybody. So the focus here says, mind your own business, tend to and care for it. Okay. And so the question for the day here is, what works are you doing with your hands? Like what are you doing with your hands? I often reference to eat, drink, be merry, and find satisfaction in the work of your hands. I often reference that because I run into so many people who, hate their jobs, are not serving with love, and they're not happy, they're not merry, and it says, mind your own business and work with your hands. Most people are not minding their own business because they don't have any business to mind. And that comes down to taking time to look at yourself. And we don't want to do that because looking at ourselves is where we see the ugly. where we see the lack, where we see, all these negative things that we can think of. When we look at ourselves, we put ourselves up against those negative things versus seeing ourselves and getting the opportunity to become, like I was talking about earlier in networking, you can present yourself on this journey of who you're becoming, right? What does that actually look like to you? What, if you really could mind your own business, what does that mean? What does that look like for you? It's not about you necessarily being a business owner, but if you are a business owner, how are you stewarding your life and your time? Okay. And I would go even further as to say, for those of you who don't like your jobs, who don't like the people that you're working with, who, complain all the time or whatever, what do you love about it? I asked my sons that yesterday about themselves and each other. I'm like, you have to be here. Most people are at a job. They have to be there. Okay. They say, oh, I don't have the luxury of quitting. I don't have the luxury of being unemployed. I don't have, okay, fine. So even with my sons, they don't have the luxury of not being brothers. So what do you love about each other? As brothers, this is something I did with my sons. What do you love about each other? What do you love about yourself? And often we don't get asked those questions. So if you're in if you're in a job right now, and we're talking about harmony today, y'all, harmony, that's where we at. Okay. How can you have more harmony at work? How can you better use what's in your hands, which is your ability, right? You have this ability. You may have the ability to speak. You may have the ability to write. You may have the ability to count well with money. You may have the ability to manage well, right? But how can you mind your business at work and do, with your tasks at work? Minding it, I don't mean that you're at work and not gossiping and all that. I hope you're not doing that. But what I mean by minding it is, how are you taking care of the responsibilities given to you? Even those of you who are, working at home, how are you taking care of the responsibility you said yes to doing, to performing, right? And how can you find a way, if you're to the point where you're like, forget all this shit, like I'm done with this, okay? If you're at that point, then how can you find something you love about it again? Find something that you love about how you're choosing to spend your time. And if you say, well, I don't love any of this, I just have to do it. Okay. Why do you have to do it? I have to do it because it provides X, Y, and Z, right? Most times it's I have to do it because of the money, right? I need the money. Okay. Well, what do you need the money for? Okay, let's stop making excuses to be angry and mad about the shit that we choose to do. It's a choice to say yes to a job. Whichever job you choose, it's a choice to say yes to it. And it may not be the best work environment, but if the ultimate goal is helping you at the end of the day to do what you want or need to do with your responsibilities that you're choosing to take care of in that manner, then I'm suggesting that we try to find harmony in that situation. Try to focus on the good in that situation. And if the good means you have to leave, try to make peace with that. Try to make peace with the fact that you need to transition. And you have the opportunity to transition because you have the right to live a happy, healthy life. If you're going to work your ass off for something, you better work your butt off for something that you are willing to do. Work your butt off for something that you are happy to do. A job that you are happy, willing, ready, and able to perform. Be sure that it's worth it. Because if you don't make your mind up to it, then you will be frustrated. You will be, depressed. You will have all these different things that you won't steward your time or your life well at all. You will just create a life of complaining and detriment to yourself, because that creates the stress, and stress kills. And I don't know about any of you all, but I'm not willing or ready to die. And I hope that you understand that no job is worth you losing your health, your life or your zest over. Yes, things get hard, they can get tough, they can get frustrating, but none of that, nothing that we say yes to doing, if we say yes to doing it, that means we're willing. Nothing that we say yes to doing is worth agony. Okay? So mind your business and work with your hands. Take care of, okay? Tend to your life and your business, okay? So that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, okay? And you will not be dependent on anybody. And if you are dependent on somebody, then thank God that you can be dependent on someone else, because that's a blessing to be in that position where someone else can take a responsibility on for you, okay? So tend to and care for the things that you are responsible for, okay, in your own life, and the things that you say yes to. It says, what are you doing with your hands? What works are you doing with your hands? So yes, if you have the ability to use what's in your hand, you have the ability to toil in that way, as well. So be mindful of that, y'all. Let me see. Be mindful of that. Think about it really, though. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. Okay? And this other one just says, I just turned the page. It says, the daily focus here says, praise God for our living hope. And I don't know who that is for because I didn't want to read the whole page here. But, if you're somebody who needs hope today, then seek out harmony. Seek out harmony. I'm going to talk more about that too. But seek out harmony wherever you go today, okay? Because if you don't, then how do you plan on getting to the next level of your life? How do you plan on getting what you want or desire? If there's turmoil around you guys, and this is not, I didn't plan on talking about this, but, and maybe I'll go more into it in the business topic. If you are in a position where you're facing a lot of turmoil in your life, okay? A lot of coming up against a lot of walls, right? Brick walls and things like that. Try to seek out harmony internally, right? Internally, because when things on the outside are screwed up, generally things on the inside are screwed up as well. And so we are very quick, and we're trained in this way. We're very quick to forget about ourselves. And that's where we mess up. So when it comes time for you to try to navigate these things that are, that have this turmoil, okay? When it comes time for you to try to navigate this turmoil, please be mindful to take inventory of yourself. You matter. I don't know who you are. I don't care what you think or don't think about yourself. You matter. And if you're facing turmoil, take some time and figure out what brings you peace and what brings you harmony, and run after that thing. Okay? Because with Stalk Your Destiny, I tell people all the time, I say, stalkers don't quit. Stalkers are relentless. They are really relentless in their pursuit, right, of what belongs to them. Well, guess what? With Stalk Your Destiny, peace of mind belongs to me. Peace of mind belongs to you. So run after and seek after harmony and peace of mind when you find yourself in those tough situations. Yes, you're going to be pissed off. Yes, you're going to be frustrated. But you can choose to run after peace. You can choose to create an environment of peace within, because sometimes you have to quiet yourself first internally. You have to get rid of the rage and anger. But take care of you, focus on you, mind your business. Your body, mind, and soul is your business, okay? Your peace of mind is your business. So make it a point to take care of you. I've run into so many people that neglect themselves. Run to you, okay? Run and take care of you. Don't run and take care of the outside stuff before you take care of the inside stuff. You matter. How you feel matters, okay? And that's important to acknowledge, because even when you're angry, y'all, I was off last week and I was very angry. And my way of dealing with that, to find harmony, my way of dealing with that is to determine What can I do about this, if anything? How do I want to feel about that? What's going to help me feel that way? Because I don't want to dwell in anger. I don't know about you. I don't like to feel anger, but I have the right to express it. I have the right to honor my feelings. I have the right to acknowledge how I'm feeling, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. And so do you. And so, and coming on that with harmony, y'all, when it comes to harmony, acknowledge it. Okay. Acknowledge what you feel and where you are in your situations. Um, Decide what you want to feel and where you want to be in those situations and go for it. You have the right to make choices and change your own life and situations. No, it is not easy. And I know firsthand it is not easy at all. But you still have the opportunity to do that in changing your mindset, y'all. This is the coaching coming out. Y'all getting free coaching today. That's what this is. It's coaching. You have the right to do that. You have the authority to do that. Change your life by making better decisions for you. And remember that you matter, not just your responsibilities. You matter. Okay? Okay, y'all. So that's it for the devotional moment, y'all, for our daily devotional time today. Okay. But let me tell you a little bit more with Stalk Your Destiny right now with the fall season continuing. With Stalk Your Destiny, we are still offering our fall special where you can book a VIP session with me for up to 2 hours of time. We can simply have what's called talk therapy. I am not a licensed therapist. I am a life coach and accountability partner, as well as known as a chaos coordinator. And so we can do talk therapy sessions where you simply just get everything out. It's called a mind purge or brain dump. Do that. You can find clarity with me. We can create a roadmap to success and a way forward for you, your goals, or your ideas. Or I can just assist you with whatever it is you need to discuss personally or business wise, because I do business and personal development. So we can go over what needs to be done for you with the fall special and that session for up to 2 hours with me. And you can book that session at www.stalkyour. This is not stalkyourdestiny.com. I'm sorry. It's www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny. Okay. So to book your session, they are $150 each. You can book what you need to book as long as the sale is going. Book for different dates. But you want to get that before the sale ends. The sale ends with the close of the fall season. This is our fall sale. Again, that website to book your session with me is www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny. Okay. And if you just need time management too, if you haven't gotten your plan together for 2025, if you don't have your goals, because we don't wait until December 31st to have a resolution in mind. We don't do that. If you don't have your goals in mind and broken down into actionable steps for the year 2025 and beyond, then you might want to book a session with me and get your mind, your business, and your life on one accord so that you leave with a plan of action to go forward in your year and be prepared for the direction you want your life to go. Okay? Have that plan of action in place. Go to www.stan.store/stalkyourdestiny to book your session today. Okay? Don't wait. The fall sale ends with the close of the fall season, y'all. Okay? So our business topic of the week, and here we go, because it's just continuing. Our business topic of the week, because you might want to get that roadmap to success, because the topic of the week is a road to a better you. The road to a better you. Now, I was just telling y'all, you matter. I just said that. I couldn't stress that enough. You matter, okay? And so now with the road to a better you, how are you living? And that goes right along with the devotional. How are you living? And what are your morals and your values, right? What are your morals and your values? And so with this, like, how are you living, and asking what your morals and values are? Of course, I'm not asking you for you to tell me, because how could you respond to me right now other than, if you're on the chat online, if you're on Facebook in the comments, or if you're on YouTube in the comments, let me know, like, how are you living? What do you value? What are your morals? Okay. And so when I ask this, like, how are you living? And we're talking about a road to a better you. What it is here is, how are you living your life? Like, taking inventory with how your life is right now. Is it what you want it to be? Are you where you want to be? And I can be totally transparent with you guys, because I'm known for my transparency and my authenticity, okay? And so here's the thing. My life is not where I want it to be at all. However, I have the luxury of getting up and doing whatever I decide to do every day, because I took a leap that required so much sacrifice. Okay. I took a leap and decided to stalk my destiny years ago. Okay. And so taking that leap has me living life a particular way, because I'm following God with this. Right. And so with me following God, everything doesn't always make sense. Everything does not always feel good, okay, this journey. But most people would love to live my life. You get to wake up and decide for yourself. What are you going to work on? You get to wake up and decide for yourself, how hard am I going to go at this goal, right? How do I want to spend my time today? So I have a freedom that most people don't have. But is my life where I want it to be? Absolutely not. Could most people make the sacrifices I've made to do this, to get up and get live with you guys every Monday, to even build to where I've gotten to this point, to even take this opportunity? Could most people do that? The answer is no. Every choice we make for how we're living comes with sacrifice. So take an inventory of where you are right now. And it could be great. You could be living well right now, but are you happy? Because that's important. We have this tendency in this generation to have the look and appeal and aesthetics, right? That everything in life is beautiful. It's so grand. It's so great. It's really so fake. Okay. It's really a filtered life. So when you look around at your life, I want you to look past the filter that you've created and really take inventory. Like, does my life respond to my morals and my values? What are my morals and do I even have any morals or values? Like, because here, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. That's an old quote. You should stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Okay. So do you even have morals and values? Do you know what matters to you? Because I'm trying to tell you that you matter. I'm like, oh, you matter. You matter. Your decisions matter. Your choices matter. But no, for real, take a real look. Take off the glasses, take off the shades. Really look at your life and where you are. Are you truly satisfied? Are you happy? Are you content with where you are? And if not, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? How can you change the trajectory of where you are in your life right now? How can you add more harmony to your life? Well, one thing you can do is network. You can network because there's always someone out there that knows something you don't know. And I actually just read that too, as a reminder. I read it in a book, but you should be reading it too. Reading books, that's how you get information too. There's someone out there with information you don't have that can help you go in the direction you want to go, that can help you to have the harmony that you want to have. But you got to know, what do I want? If you need to get a piece of paper or open your phone and write notes down, you really need to know these things for yourself. And you can go back and watch this on YouTube. If you're listening in to it live, go back to YouTube and watch it. But what matters to you, right? And so when you acknowledge, like you see, like this is how I'm living, and this used to be how I thought, and now I want to think like this, or this isn't working for me anymore, or my morals and values aren't even present in this lifestyle. You know, I love the lifestyle, but my morals and values aren't here, so it's not adding up. Like, I'm not in harmony with myself. What matters more, y'all? I mean, does people pleasing work for you? Because it's not working. I'm going to tell you that. It's not working. People pleasing means you have to suffocate yourself. People pleasing means you have to suffocate your own desires, thoughts, hopes, and all of those things. Truly, you are not living a harmonious life in that manner. People pleasing. There's nothing wrong with being of service to others. So how can you get out of your own way with this? If where you are in your life right now, in your journey or whatever, right? If how you're living is not what you love, if your morals and values are not present or not currently working for you, right? Because you can adjust your morals and values. You can say, okay, well, I used to value this and then I learned better. And I used to think this way and now I know better, you know? And yeah, I used to be out here. Most people say I used to be out here in the world doing X, Y, and Z, and then I changed my morals and my values. I began to value time with God more. I began to, you know, have a morale of treating people good, right? So how? Now we know what the issue is here. How can you get out of your own way? And I'm asking you to think about that for yourself. Like me being angry. I hate being angry. I hate it. That is an emotion I never have to feel, but I do feel it and I hate it. So what can I do to get out of my own way? Well, for one, when I'm angry, I don't have to slap anybody. I don't have to slap anybody when I'm angry. I don't have to harm anyone. With my words, with my actions, with my deeds, I do not have to behave that way. So that's how I stay out of my own way. When I'm angry, instead, I go yell at God. I go write in my journal, like, God, can you hear me? Like, I know you can hear me. I know I matter to you. Fix this, you know? And it's really not... Well, we can yell at God all day, and we can say, God, fix this all day, you know? But really what we should be saying is, God, help me. Help me. Because I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like the way I'm living. I don't like anything about this. And you may not have the answer. You may not have the solution to your issue, or how your life even got that way. Sometimes life just starts rolling and just becomes its own thing, right? This big tumbleweed, you know, and you're stuck with it. But guess what? Once you look at it and you recognize this web of, what's it called? This, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. If that's you in your life and you out here deceiving people and living in lies and deceit, once you acknowledge that that's what you're doing and that doesn't align with who you want to be, you can change that. Once we take inventory of how we're living and the lack of harmony that we have, we can make choices, starting with one choice to change, to be better, to grow, right? Once you do that, you can go in that direction. You can find actions to take to go in that direction. Okay, so get out of your own way with that. You're the problem. Okay, you are the problem. So you have to figure out, how do I stop being my own problem? How do I make different choices? You know, and that, y'all, this is none of what I'm saying is easy. I want you to know that none of what I'm saying is easy, but we're not going to leave room for the excuse that because it's not easy, I'm not going to do it. Because that's just saying I'm okay with living a life that lacks harmony. I'm okay living a life of dysfunction. I'm okay. And even in that too, for people like me who choose not to live in chaos, for people like me who choose not to live in drama, we have to resolve to let those who think, ignorance is bliss, for people that think that ignorance is bliss, we have to resolve to let those people live the way they want to live, because it's not my monkey, it's not my circus. Their problems are not my problems. And to take them on simply because I care for them. I don't have to take those issues on just because I want to help them do better, right? So the people that don't want to change, don't want to resolve, don't want to have better morals and values, they're okay with the bullshit. You can always just be like, okay. That's not my issue, and it's not my job, right? So, what do you want? What do you want? And I think that, again, with the generation and times that we live in now, people often want to take that away from you. They want to take away from you the opportunity to decide for yourself. What do you want? What type of lifestyle do you want to live? And even at this time, y'all, we're getting ready to close out the year. And so people are getting ready to start, which I think they do it late. You should be thinking about this now, because people are getting ready to start in January doing vision board parties and all of those things. And you really should have a vision before the starting line begins. The starting line is January 1st for the new year. If you celebrate New Year with the American calendar, okay? Then the starting line is January 1st. Well, if you wait until after January 1st to have a vision for that year, then you're already behind. Do yourself a favor now and decide now. Think about it. What do you want? Okay. And also, where can you lay a structure in your life? Where can you put boundaries down? Because I put here, no structure and no boundaries equals no harmony. If you are unable to say no to things that do not serve you, or if you're not able to say no to people who do not add value to your life, or things or opportunities, every open door opportunity, y'all, whether it's a person, a job, money, gifts, every open door of opportunity is not your door. Okay. I know people will say, oh, well, I got this opportunity or I got that opportunity. Does it align with who you are, where you are, and is it what you want for yourself in life? So be mindful of, what am I saying yes to? Do I want it? Everything. Do yourself a favor for the next 24 hours. Everything that comes up, food you eat, direction you go in, people you spend your time with, ask yourself, because again, I can't stress it enough. You matter. You matter. You having a harmonious life matters. You having peace of mind matters. You living a life that you're happy to live and taking a journey that you're happy to traverse, all the ups and downs, because we can't outrun the ups and downs of life, period. But you taking those steps, doing those things, all of that matters. But the shit you've got to say no to matters too. That matters more than anything. You've got to put in practice saying, no, thank you. I'm okay. Enjoy yourself. I'd rather not. Thank you, but no, thank you. Start getting comfortable saying those things, because you're saying no respectfully. And if you don't respect you in any manner, nobody else will. You will not have harmony if you do not say no and mean it. Okay? Stand on that. Whenever you determine to have boundaries at, or wherever you determine to place structure, stand on the fact that this is not what I want for myself, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay if you want this for yourself, but I do not want that for myself. And so I'm going to respectfully take a seat. I'm going to bow out of this. You can leave any job, circumstance, situation, or relationship respectfully, y'all. You can change at any time and say, my morals have changed. You don't owe an excuse to anybody or an explanation to anybody. However, if you wish to give one to yourself or others, you can acknowledge this. My morals have changed. My standards have changed. My boundaries have changed, or my deal breakers. I've learned a new deal breaker, right? And acknowledging those things, let it be okay to say no. Let that be okay for yourself. And if this is not the life that you want to live the way that you're living right now, let that be okay too. Because even though you don't have to change it today all the way, you can make the decision today and then start taking steps for a better tomorrow. Y'all, start taking steps for a better tomorrow. Okay? So that is the topic for today. This is a road to a better you. That's the business topic for today. A road to a better you. Be better at your job. Be better at what you put your hands to work to do. Those you put your hands to love. The things you put your mind, soul, and giving to. Okay? Add harmony to those things. Look for peace in those things, or create peace in those things, y'all. Okay? And take those steps to a better you. Okay, because you matter and you deserve it. Now, for you guys who love the show, thank you so much for continuing to watch and tune in and share it with people and talk about it. But become a sponsor for the show. Sponsor your ad, which you can sponsor your event if you have a product, a service, a company. If you want to do those things, please email me at teatimewithtara@gmail.com. We would love to have you sponsor the show and share what you have to offer to the world, because this station is heard in over 79 countries. We would love to hear what you have going on. Email me at teatimewithtara@gmail.com. If you simply would like to donate to the show, if you just say, well, I don't need an ad or anything, but I love what you're doing here and I just want to keep it going, then you can donate via Cash App at #StalkYourDestiny. You can donate through Venmo at Stalk Your Destiny, or you can donate through PayPal.me/StalkYourDestiny. And in those donations, you can give any amount that you decide. When it comes to sponsorships, we have packages from $50 packages all the way up to $500 packages. And again, we'd love to showcase your event, your product, your company, your service, or whatever you'd like, depending on whichever package you select. Okay? Let me see. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Stalk Your Destiny Official, or you can go to Facebook at Tara M. Williams and follow me. All right. This has been Tea Time with Tara, y'all, live and on air. I am Tara M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics, and I hope you have enjoyed your time. We believe that you have a voice and it needs to be heard. And with Stalk Your Destiny, we believe that everything you want to become, you already are. If you haven't already, do head over to YouTube, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Stalk Your Destiny. Share it with somebody. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in at BFAM1096.com. We are here every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to go to YouTube to also check out my other show, Tea Time with Tara Show. We've completed 2 seasons so far. We will be gearing up for season 3, early spring, late winter. So be sure to check that out as well and see what our guests needed on their journeys to stalking their destiny. Again, I am Tara M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. This has been another Tea Time with Tara, live and on air. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Until next time.
I'm staying chasing, I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna be. I'm making that down, but I won't lose ground. 'Cause I'm still stuck in my destiny. I'm still stuck in my destiny.
Every time it's on everything, the life you cheesing, I'm cheddaring. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gon' stop till I rest in peace and they put so hard on my great lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Mine is my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200. Every time, know what I'ma run from. I'm that one opponent, you don't want none from. Manual back where my strength get pumped from. So let's go back to the child of God. Standing toe to toe, hot now. The Lord is with me, you can't fight the rock. I got the sauce, you want mile high. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength assassin, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as it is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Lives around and call me on my A game, so speed like the A train. The thing that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. I'm by myself, I don't gang bang. When you want to get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that, I would chest it.
I'm still